Ambassador Zekthara adjusted her crystalline appendages nervously as she reviewed the morning briefing aboard the Galactic Council's administrative station. The quarterly sector report lay before her, displaying the usual collection of diplomatic notes, trade agreements, and territorial disputes. Everything appeared routine until her eyes fell upon a single line buried in the appendices. Quarantine Zone. Sol 3, status unchanged. No response to communications for 847 standard cycles. The Velthari ambassador had seen this notation countless times before. Earth, or Sol 3 as it was officially designated, had been quarantined nearly 9 centuries ago after humanity's first violent contact with a Rigelian survey vessel. The incident had been catastrophic. 17 dead, 3 ships destroyed, and diplomatic relations severed before they could properly begin. Since then, a simple energy barrier had contained the savage species to their home system, and the galaxy had moved on. "Another meeting notice ignored," muttered her aide, pointing to the day's agenda. "That makes 847 consecutive absences." Zekthara barely registered the comment. Humans had never attended a single Galactic Council session, never responded to diplomatic overtures, never even acknowledged the existence of galactic civilization beyond their solar system's edge. Most species had forgotten about the quarantined world entirely. That morning's routine shattered when klaxons suddenly screamed across the station. Emergency lights bathed the corridors in pulsing red as thousands of beings rushed to viewing ports and sensor stations. "What's happening?" Zekthara demanded, her translator struggling with the panicked chatter filling the communication channels. "Ma'am," her aide's voice trembled, "you need to see this." The main viewing screen flickered to life, displaying the space above the council station. Where empty starfield had existed moments before, a massive fleet now hung in perfect formation. Ship after ship materialized from faster-than-light transit, each one larger and more imposing than anything in the galactic registry. Zekthara counted silently. 100, 200, 500 vessels. They kept coming. The ships bore. No resemblance to any known design, angular, predatory things that seemed to drink light rather than reflect it. Strange energy signatures pulsed along their hulls in patterns that hurt to observe directly. 1,000 ships confirmed, reported the station's chief sensor operator, his 6 arms dancing across the control interface. All unknown configuration, all broadcasting the same identifier. Zekthara felt her breathing apparatus constrict. What identifier? Sol 3, Terra, Earth. The council chamber erupted in chaos. Representatives from a dozen species shouted over each other in languages that overwhelmed the translation matrix. Some demanded immediate military response. Others called for evacuation. A few simply stared in stunned silence at the tactical displays showing humanity's impossible fleet. "How?" gasped the Rigelian ambassador, the same species that had first encountered humanity centuries ago. "Our intelligence suggested they barely achieved orbital flight when we quarantined them. This is impossible." Chancellor Mordak, the ancient Thraxian who had led the council for 3 centuries, raised a scaled hand for silence. His voice, when it came, carried the weight of ages. "Open a communication channel, all frequencies." The response came immediately, as if the humans had been waiting. The voice that filled the chamber spoke in perfect galactic standard, though something in its tone suggested the speaker was reading from carefully prepared notes. "Greetings, Galactic Council. This is Admiral Sarah Chen of the Terran Federation Navy. We apologize for missing your previous meetings. We were busy. Zekathera noticed how the human's pronunciation made busy sound almost threatening. We understand there may be some confusion about our technological capabilities, Admiral Chen continued. Allow us to clarify. During our period of isolation, humanity has achieved several breakthroughs in physics, engineering, and strategic thinking. We've explored the quantum foam, mastered dimensional folding, and developed what we call polite deterrence. The term polite deterrence, somehow translated into every known language simultaneously, yet its meaning remained chillingly unclear. We've spent the last 8 centuries studying your civilizations through methods you apparently never detected. We know your trade routes, your military capabilities, your political structures, and your weaknesses. We've also been practicing. Chancellor. Mordak's voice cracked slightly as he responded. Practicing what exactly? Patience, mostly. Also, shipbuilding. We're quite good at shipbuilding now. Through the viewing ports, Zekathera could see the human vessels maintaining perfect formation. No drift, no course corrections, just impossible. Precision that spoke of technology far beyond galactic standards. We want you to know, Admiral Chen's voice carried what might have been a smile, that we hold no grudges about the quarantine. It gave us time to grow up, to become the neighbors you deserve. The pause that followed stretched like a held breath across the entire galaxy. However, we've noticed some concerning patterns in your recent activities. The exploitation of the Kepler mining colonies, the disappearance of several independent worlds that voted against council membership, the ongoing situation with the vegan refugees. Zekathera felt her crystalline structure begin to resonate with fear. How could they know about classified operations? We're not here to conquer or destroy, Admiral Chen continued, her tone remaining conversational. We're here to join, to participate, to help build a galaxy where everyone gets to keep existing. Think of our fleet as a demonstration of our commitment to galactic peace. 1,000 warships is your idea of peaceful commitment? Chancellor Mordak managed. Oh, these aren't warships, Chancellor. These are what we call caution vessels. Our actual military is still back home, playing video games and eating pizza. We thought it would be rude to bring weapons to our first council meeting. The silence that followed could have powered a small star. We've prepared an agenda for today's session, Admiral Chen announced cheerfully. Item 1, Galactic Bill of Rights. Item 2, Universal Health Care Initiative. Item 3, Mandatory Conflict Resolution Protocols. We have several other items, but we thought we'd start small. Zekathera realized that humanity hadn't missed the galactic meetings after all. They had simply been preparing for the only one that would ever matter. As she watched the human fleet maintain its perfect patient formation above the council station, she understood that the galaxy had just changed forever. The age of humanity had begun.